you're watching one of our highlight clips from our Unholy Trinity podcast, available now on Spotify. Link in the description.
Check it out.
Well, thank you for that recommendation. Forgot the word.
Yep.
All right, we'll move on to one of our big sections of the podcast episode, and that is our review of the Marvel special. I wasn't sure whether they categorized this as a TV show or a movie.
It was like a special presentation, I call it.
Yeah. But anyway, it's Werewolf by Night, so looking through the lens. Opinions of three friends.
I forgot the most important thing.
Oh, yeah, the recorder.
Oh, the recorder. You have to do it with your mouth, bro.
Like you did last night.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Let's get started. All right. So, boys, what's our first impressions of this latest? Oh, wait, we normally do like the synopsis and like who's in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're all over
what
the
is
place
what
with
is
this,
the show? What is that special presentation?
All right. Distract. Somebody just talk about something film related.
Cameras, lights, action. Whoa! That's basically all you need to know about this film.
For real on God. All right. Werewolf by Night. Werewolf by Night. Werewolf by Night.
Directed by Michael
5 times.
what's his name?
It is directed by Michael Giacchino.
Mm-hmm.
The synopsis follows a lycanthrope superhero who fights evil using the abilities given to him by a curse brought on by his bloodline. It stars Harriet Sansom, her name got cut off. Kirk R. Thatcher, Eugenie Bondurant, Leonardo Nam, Daniel J. Watts, Alhamshire Kerry Jones.
He's just saying
David.
syllables.
I'm just saying, yeah, okay. It stars a bunch of people, dude.
Yeah.
The main actor is Gail Garcia Bernal and Laura Donnelly. They're like the two mains of the.
And also the person who did Black Chrysanthemum.
What?
The guy who did Black Chrysanthemum. Again, doing a pop thing, but I forgot what his name was. Apologies.
No worries. All right. With that, all of that formalities out of the way. Sorry. What are your first impressions?
Oh.
Awooga?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Do you always say ooh a lot throughout the movie? Every time anything happened, pretty much. It's always an ooh moment.
Sniffing.
Mm.
Very.
Oh, yeah.
Sniffing?
They said Among Us once.
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. We were just making Among Us jokes the entire time, dude. Like, yeah.
There is.
Squid Game.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the set seemed pretty Squid Gamey. Yeah.
So it's a Squid Game Among Us Fortnite reference. That's the show.
Yeah,
For Halloween.
Yeah, I say I really liked it. A bit short, a little bit too short, I think. Would have liked to see it go for a bit longer, but really doesn't feel like Marvel in my opinion, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. Very different to what I
completely
expected.
Stands on its own. There's a little bit of a tide at the very start, I think. When you get a little bit of an intro, but like there's not much more, and I kind of dig it. Very interesting blend of CG and practical. We're trying to figure out what was what. We'll get more into that in the review, but I thought the story was okay. It's all right. Not that interesting, but like it was okay. And there were some cute moments. The ending was cute. That was it.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to add to these first impressions?
Yeah, very much unlike Marvel. First off, it's a MA15 show, yeah.
Which is R for
American
audiences.
Oh.
So a lot more violent things shown on screen. So that's interesting. And this time around, they're going very stylized style for the shooting, I guess.
Yeah.
True that.
Good fan.
All right.
Speaking of the shooting, let's talk about the cinematography a little bit.
Oh.
What are we thinking?
We'll be changing the order. Right, no.
I suppose we are.
I mean,
Wait, what do we normally do?
We
normally
do
do acting
act.
first.
but we
shit.
can talk about cinematography
We'll talk
because
about
that was
cinematography first, and then we'll go to
because
that.
that was one of like the real standouts of this place,
Mhm.
where they really did some fun stuff with it.
I'd say it doesn't feel very 30s with the cinematography.
Yeah,
The actual like visual look is, but the cinematography itself is very modern.
Yeah.
And they go for cool stylistic stuff.
Mm.
I really like they do like insane sweeping shots that then become like a static shot, and then you get a big wide action sequence in it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Lots of rotating the camera and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's more editing and visuals though. They're going for a black and white film look this time around.
Yeah.
And I'd say it looks nice, but it's a mix of like modern camera look and the perceived film look. So it's a bit of a mismatch in
I
that
think,
sense.
yeah, for me personally, I think there's a reason it's to create like the ambiguity of time where we don't really
Yeah.
know when it's taking place.
Yes.
And like that's where it worked for me.
Mm.
So yeah, there were times when it was like, even though it's an homage, it is like it definitely this doesn't actually really feel like that much of like an old movie
Mm.
in terms of like actual feeling of the film with the cinematography.
It's
But
very
we'll
much
talk more in editing and visuals about the way they try and make it.
still within
That
the Marvel style of
Yeah.
camera work, I guess.
I'd say this is more dynamic than your average Marvel movie. It's not
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
Mm.
I think like, great directorial debut and stuff with words.
Oh yeah, did we talk about who's the director?
Yeah, Michael
Okay.
Giacchino, right?
Yeah.
He's the guy who does soundtracks to lots of like Hollywood stuff.
Oh, right.
Did the Batman, which
Yep.
we reviewed earlier this year. He also did the soundtrack for this film, which is why the soundtrack was really good.
Because we're talking about audio and music now.
No, I was just a side
Segue.
tangent. We could
do segue.
we'll just jump back to acting because we wanted to cover that.
All right, acting.
I think solid performances all around.
Mhm.
I have no problems with the acting.
No?
It's all pretty good. I don't really know any of these actors from anything.
The main guy did something. I forgot.
All right, very informative.
Yes.
I dare say probably most of the actors have done something.
Probably, maybe.
Probably. Yeah.
Don't quote me on anything.
Yeah.
I'm being dumb.
Oh,
Anyways,
the official quote of this thing is he did something.
he did
and,
something.
That is fact. We're sourcing that as
Yes.
direct information. Yeah, so acting all good. You guys all liked it? All right, then we'll talk more about the writing of the thing. That's where I feel it's serviceable. Like it's very bare bones, just like
Exposition.
yeah, it's a lot of exposition to ultimately get like a little bit of a battle royale thing going along. I won't spoil anything.
It's the Fortnite reference.
They kind of do some world building, but I don't think they do enough world building. So I'm not really sure like if Marvel are going to continue exploring this world or not. I assume they would do stuff with like Blade and this more supernatural stuff, but like, yeah, it was serviceable. Don't really remember any of the characters. I'm gonna be honest, except for the main ones.
Who's Ted?
Oh yeah, we'll talk more about Ted in the spoilers, I think.
right.
But like, yeah, yeah, the writing was all right. One thing I did like though is there wasn't like that Marvel style of goofy, jokey writing. In fact, I'd say this isn't like a dry script, like compared to we'll talk about Andor later, but like this one, I feel like there's not really any jokes, but there are some, but like they're in-universe jokes.
Yeah.
More. And they have a couple of actual visual gags as well.
Mm-hmm.
Funny one with a like a grenade thing, which Thomas watching it with our friend Thomas, and he was going, "Oh, that's pretty funny." Which I thought it was just very refreshing in that sort of way.
Good stuff.
Anything else to comment on the writing about?
No.
No. All right, we'll talk about the editing and visuals then, which is one of the key aspects of this, without a doubt. They're going for that 30s look with the black and white. They even put like little cigarette burns in the corner of the screen at times, which I thought was they do use a lot more practical effects, specifically with the main werewolf. I won't spoil anything, but the werewolf doesn't look CG. Might have had some CG touch up, but like
might have.
I'll talk about spoilers, but it reminds me of another werewolf from something else that I must comment on.
But I know about that. Without spoiling too much, flashing lights and shadow scene.
Yeah,
practical, all practical.
Oh, because like that. Are we thinking of the same? Like,
well, there was only one scene where it's like the shadows moving, but there's flashing lights.
That
all
was
practical.
really cool. That was one of my favorite shots of the entire thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some really cool stuff there.
I can only think of like one very noticeable use, two very noticeable uses of CG, which was just like one was because they use, it's in the trailer, I guess, so they use a bit of magic, some like power blasts and shit, like that sort of thing. And there is a creature in the film that I won't spoil, but it's definitely CG.
Also,
but possibly a blend as well, because like,
possibly a blend.
I think for like actual interaction with actors, they would use like some sort of puppet or like construction.
Oh, it definitely was a puppet.
Yeah,
and
they definitely CGI'd the face. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I was like,
because
okay,
definitely... what we're talking about with the monster, that was motion captured by the person who played Black Chrysanthemum in Boba Fett.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
There were noticeable CGI slip-ups. I definitely noticed at least two.
Is it spoilers or
bugs?
Oh yeah,
random bugs.
Because I think that's it's hard when like they're doing just like practical, and I guess they're
the police,
I know
debris and stuff.
For some context, this isn't really spoilers, but like, there's a scene where they're like at like a what's it called?
Mortuary.
Mortuary, yeah, and you get some spiders crawling around. They're definitely digital spiders.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's pretty visually impressive.
Yeah.
Better than recent Marvel outings.
Yeah. Watch our past reviews. Just joking, because we haven't done reviews on this.
I touched upon She-Hulk last week, but like, yeah. Sorry.
She-Hulky.
Anything you guys want to add for the editing of visuals?
So that's about everything, I think.
Yeah, but
also the cigarette burns, like in the top corners.
Yeah.
So I saw that they're like purposeful like burns in the film to indicate to whoever's doing the film compositing like this is the end of the act. The next reel is for the next act. So I don't forget how they do it. It might be cigarette burns, but yeah.
I think it is cigarette, but
yeah, and that's how they indicate back then. This is the next reel of tape for the new act.
That's very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Can you guess where I sourced all this information from?
Is it someone rocking on? Is it a new?
Maybe, but potentially.
Yeah. Oh, good. Did you want to add anything?
No, I think you guys covered it all.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk about the music soundtrack stuff.
Yeah. Because our Mr. Director was also Mr. Soundtrack guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of throwbacks to the old horror films.
Yeah. That's where I think it felt the most 30s accurate was with the music. And very fitting.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Had like the psycho violence scene music at one point.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. Good stuff. Easy. I guess anything, guys, you want to add on spoilers before we talk about spoilers?
Nothing. Are you good?
Yeah, I think we're set.
All right. Spoiler zones. How do you want to do the edits?
Let's just all do a spoiler zone. All right, 3, 2, 1. Spoiler zone.
Hell yeah. All right, what spoilers are we dying to get out of here? I just remembered one thing, so I'll just quickly jump in and say, the female lead, Black Widow choreography, bro, like entirely. Yeah. Doing all the leg whips and all of that shit, doing the takedown, stuff like that. Yeah.
So that's the thing our buddy Ibsy was complaining about.
Yeah, it was
wasn't
Thomas.
Oh, was it Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Thomas doesn't like the leg flips. But
This
what's
mysterious Thomas figure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I guess it's well, it's become typical by now, I guess, in terms of female choreography.
Mm.
Yeah. Well,
But,
more just Black Widow, to be
yeah.
honest, yeah.
Just, I guess, the Black Widow fame. But I think it still fits in this setting.
Yeah. Because they all have pretty distinct, like, rolling styles, like, signature weapons. Well, they're not, like, signature to the people themselves, because they find the weapons around, right?
Yeah.
But, like,
Also, with Michael Giacchino, he's specifically wanted not to drawing the line between violence and like the use of guns, because guns they weren't fired ever. I don't think.
yes, there was. Right
One.
at the end.
Right, but was it actually fired? I don't think so.
Oh, no, because Man-Thing comes
Oh yeah,
and stops that, right?
yeah, stop that. So not a single gun fired.
I see the fire of Blunderbuss.
Mm.
Because I've been playing Freedom Cry, and that's what the main
Watch Eric Voss's video. Watch New Rockstar's breakdown of it for because he like Eric Voss actually interviewed Michael Giacchino.
Yeah.
And the female lead.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
But yeah, like it's his statement on like the violence in this film, having it all stylistic as opposed to just people shooting guns at each other.
And it was incredible. Like, the action sequence with the werewolf killing all of the guys.
Yes.
Fucking amazing. One of the best action sequences in Marvel, in my opinion. Mainly because it was gory, but, like, also, like, great cinematography, great choreography and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was also going to say, the director, this film actually debuted at Fantastic Fest earlier this year. So this is actually a film festival film.
Right.
And
cool.
he talked about, like, how he'd always wanted to direct, but, like, he became a composer and then but the dream never went away.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, he got
That's
the
awesome.
opportunity to direct, which is great.
Cool.
That's cool stuff.
Don't think this really matters, but at the start, we get a little bit of an Avengers nod. When the narrator, we get this, like, drawn thing of the Avengers that, like, this is the world you know. This is all the other stuff. And I don't think we ever really get a clear indication of, like, where and when this is taking place. We'll try to kind of judge it based on the clothing, because I don't think it takes place in the 30s, because the female lead's character's jacket is way too modern.
No, it's not. It's that style's been around for a while, mate. So it could be like from 20th century-ish styling.
Which is anyway.
But it was, I don't know, because Black Widow wears a similar jacket to that.
Yeah, but it's just like a fucking coat jacket.
It's just a bomber jacket.
Yeah.
Bomber jackets going out back to the World War II.
So I'd say at least post World War II then. At least if we're going fashion wise.
Yeah. But she's also wearing just the t-shirt, I think. Yeah.
The t-shirt.
So unless she was a hipster in the 70s,
yeah,
likely to be recent years.
Yeah. What else was there? I was gonna say the werewolf looks like a Teen Wolf character, which, like, low-key might have been the actual inspiration for the design, because it's like, if you watch Teen Wolf, it's like they do they got, like, hairy humans kind of with funny faces. That's kind of like thing, which is what they kind of go with this one.
Do you know about the comic book origins of Werewolf by Night?
No, but I do know that Moon Knight debuted Werewolf by Night.
Yes,
that's the one thing I was like, Moon Knight may appear.
Mm-hmm.
But he did, which is fine. But, like, yeah.
Werewolf by Night in the comics, from what I've vaguely seen, there's also been two incarnations, two different werewolf by nights for different comics. Been a thing for a while. Has had comic book design going back several decades.
Yeah, because Marvel was like very into capitalizing on the supernatural stuff back in the day.
Yeah,
it was actually like one of the like first major genres, even before.
The camera saying something.
It's probably saying like it's splitting the clip or something. Can you read?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to that. Yeah, it's been around for a while because Marvel was big into supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Do we know what like the magic item really was? Like,
Originally, it
comment on that?
was an Infinity Gem, basically, in the comic.
We were thinking it could have been the Reality Stone, but it like in MCU canon it wouldn't make sense because that's the ether.
And what relation would that have with monsters, basically?
Yeah,
So
it's a different.
It's a different thing. Originally, was related to the Infinity Stones in the comics, however.
Yeah, because we were like, oh, they said stone, but they're like, they're like, oh, we got to get the stone out, and they were like, oh,
Well, they kept saying Bloodstone. That's their name.
But yeah, it is the Bloodstone. Yeah.
Stone, bro.
Squid Game.
Squid Game.
They do a kind of Squid Game-y set.
So like a maze thing.
Yeah.
A labyrinth, if you will.
Yeah.
All right, going back to the stone. Since the majority of the episode was in black and white, except for the stone.
Yeah.
Just a red.
Yeah.
The darkness.
The darkness of the redness.
It also gave me the vibes of like chaos magic.
Yeah.
Because at the end, like, because Wanda's magic is chaos magic, and
Yeah.
she does the same thing they do at the end of the movie where it changes to color.
Mm.
So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little bit of connection or something.
Yeah.
Magic relics be relicking. And the Bloodstone came from a book, right?
It was kept inside a book, just
Yeah.
as like a holder.
I was thinking, like, could it be something related to like
The
magic
Darkhold.
texts and like Darkhold stuff like that?
Which very much might well be. That could just be for like not foreshadowing, but like relating the two books together.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yes.
What else did I comment on? It's like, yeah, that one scene of him transforming into the werewolf and they do the shadows of the wall. That was so cool. There was incredible, like good visual clarity because, if audiences don't know, it's never shot like actual like it's obviously there is color in real life, so they have to paint the sets in a different way for the black and white to contrast well.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're never just straight up shooting it in black and white.
Mm.
It's always specific design. If you watch the behind the scenes of WandaVision, like the apartment's like blue and white or something because they have to, because the black and white contrast.
Cool.
And that's why, yeah, good visual clarity in the way they do black and white. Nothing's like obscured or anything unless they want it to be. Very good looking, yeah.
Yeah.
Like deer.
Thank you.
You know how it be. Is there any? Oh, we'll
Ted?
talk about Man Thing a bit more because we didn't cover that. Who they referred to as Ted in this film. Very cute. Yeah, I thought Man Thing was just a very wholesome character.
Yeah.
They have a cute little moment at the end there where he builds a hut, makes some coffee. Which, for some reason, I'm watching with Ibrahim, and Ibrahim predicted that he would be drinking coffee at the end. That was like really a weird prediction, but he got that right.
I think it's because of the camping setting. It's like, oh, and it's in.
No, before that, like at the end of the
sure?
film, when Man Thing appears to kill the lady, like now he's gonna go off and grab a coffee, and then he went
Oh
off and grab the coffee.
yeah.
Because in the comics, the Mad Thing was originally a human scientist turned into a thing.
Yeah.
And the scientist was dead. That's where they got their name from.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, also, we were wondering, I don't know if you have any information on this, was Swamp Thing or Man Thing created first?
I have no idea.
Because I think they may be parallels of each other in the MCU DC kind of parallel way.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
As they do.
Yeah.
The Mad Thing was created in a swamp, basically. He went on a scientific and then he got fused with the swamp, basically.
That's what happened to Swamp Thing.
So
yeah,
there we go.
yeah, pretty much. I like the very detailed design of Man Thing. It's like the tendrils on him move, and like you got like yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So I wondered like for close-ups, I assume definitely they would have used practical and then CGI probably moving tendrils. And stuff.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
good stuff.
That is.
Do we?
Yeah.
That seems like the end of spoilers zone, right?
Yeah, we can go.
We'll go into final verdicts. We'll work our way from the right side.
Or the left for our viewer perspective, maybe. Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
left.
actually, he's on the right there, but he's on the left over here.
Bro, I
Whatever,
don't know.
we're going
We'll
from
start,
Dio
we'll
first.
start with Dio. Yeah.
All right.
Wait, oops.
It's a fun watch. In time for your Spooktober madness.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting and nice visual things going on. The black and white, the homage to old horror films. Let's say it's a good watch. I recommend. I give it a 7.
Give it a 7? Give it an 8, just cause.
Yeah, to be honest, I was also more in the room for an 8 or a 9, probably an 8.
Yep.
Like it's literally under an hour, so like
Yeah.
it's not much investment. You can just pop it on, watch for 50 minutes, and then
Okay.
That's an average of is that 8?
Uh,
Yeah.
7
7
point
point
something.
something.
7.7. We're rounding.
Okay.